Have you ever asked for something over and over again for so long that you almost threw in the towel? It's easy to look at all those months or years of silence and assume it's just wasted time. When you're trying to figure out your future, deal with school, or just get through a hard week, praying for help and getting zero instant feedback is incredibly exhausting. That frustration multiplies when you feel completely stuck and the people around you start looking at your goals and slapping the word impossible right on them. To understand why this happens, look at this diagram. The red jagged line is our human timeline, frantic and rushed. The gold curve is divine timing. It operates independent of our perspective, aligning with our exact needs at one single perfect point. To survive the agonizing silence before you reach that intersection, you need a blueprint. So we're going to step back in time to study a man who spent his entire life in the waiting room, and he never once lost his hope. We are looking at the historic expanse of the ancient sanctuary in Jerusalem. This was the world of Prophet Zakariya, peace be upon him. His daily life centered entirely on what he could give. He was a devoted guardian, caring for Miriam within these peaceful stone walls. He was reaching old age with a deep, unfulfilled desire to have a child of his own. Yet he refused to let that personal ache disrupt his routine. He stayed anchored, pouring his energy into serving others and honoring Allah. True spiritual dedication doesn't sour into bitterness when a personal request is delayed. It stays steady, rooted in a purpose much larger than a single answered prayer. Outside the sanctuary walls, society was chaotic and loud, full of opinions on what was possible and what wasn't. Inside, Zakariya carried a heavy, private pain. Biology and logic dictated he was far too old to become a father. Instead of complaining to the crowds, he practiced secret sincerity. He took his deepest vulnerability directly to Allah, making his supplications in absolute silence, right from the bottom of his heart. He also practiced persistent hope. When the math didn't add up and the situation looked completely dark, he kept asking. He refused to sever his connection because the answer was taking a lifetime. A moment of wonder. Because he kept knocking, Allah opened the door. Zakariya was granted the ultimate miraculous gift of a son, Prophet Yahya. The defining lesson of his life is absolute. Allah does not forget a single silent prayer you make. When humans tell you a situation is impossible, they are merely setting the stage for a divine miracle. So how does a story from thousands of years ago help you pass a massive exam or fix a broken situation at home today? It acts as a highly practical survival guide. When you're staring down a goal that feels permanently stuck, you have to apply Zakariya's persistent hope. You keep working hard, you keep making dua, and you refuse to let doubt sit in the driver's seat. When people around you say it's too late or you can't do it, that is your cue to use secret sincerity. Ignore the noise. Your private, quiet connection with Allah is infinitely stronger than anyone's negative opinion. Look at this cross-section of a seed underground. Patience is never passive. During this waiting phase, the seed is actively developing an intricate root system. It is doing the heavy, invisible work of building character and strong habits before it finally reaches the breakthrough. By treating your goals this way, you take the friction out of waiting. You transform it into an active period of preparation. Zakariya waited a lifetime, but his hand never left the door. Keeping that door of prayer open, even when your knuckles are tired, is exactly how you eventually receive the answer. Whatever you are asking for, your own specific Yahya, is already being prepared. It is navigating toward you in Allah's flawless timing. An unanswered prayer is an invitation to trust a little deeper. If you're ready to accept that invitation, type trust down in the comments and hit subscribe. May Allah grant all your silent hopes.